And the news, of course, that nobody wanted to hear there, Martin, that Sir David Amess has died after being stabbed at his constituency surgery this afternoon.
Yes, dreadful news. And I think that there were pretty clear indications in the last hour, as soon as this news broke, that this was a very, very serious stabbing. There were reports that Sir David had been stabbed several times, and one witness, albeit second-hand, had described a woman running out of the surgery, screaming on the phone that somebody had been stabbed and that he wasn't breathing. And given Sir David's age, 69, I think it didn't look terribly promising, those early reports, but now confirmation from Essex Police that Sir David has died. Well, Essex Police confirming that a man has died, but we do know that it is Sir David Amess. The police said that when they got there, he wasn't breathing, and he died at the scene. In the last few minutes, witnesses have talked about the air ambulance leaving the scene. Clearly, paramedics spent a good deal of time trying to save Sir David's life. We know that police were called just after midday. Another witness had talked about seeing Sir David 20 minutes before that, so about quarter to midday he'd been outside the surgery greeting people, and then within a few minutes this terrible stabbing murder now had happened. A man's in custody, a 25-year-old man. Police will have 4 days in which to question him. There's no indication at this stage, of course, of any motive for the attack. But MPs are never more vulnerable than they are on a Friday when they, to a man and woman, hold their local surgeries, where they make themselves available to anybody within their constituency who wants to talk to them about any kind of issue. Sir David, like his colleagues, spends most of his time at Westminster, where MPs are protected to a massive degree. But of course, once they leave Westminster and go back to their constituencies, particularly MPs, backbench MPs like Sir David, they do become more vulnerable, and at their surgeries they really don't know who is going to turn up, but they don't want to be seen as remote figures hiding behind a big protective shield.